Heavy rainfall and severe flooding continue to take place from Cebu all the way back towards Metro Manila as well. This video out of Cebu where one death has been reported at this time. Numerous homes have been damaged. Roads have been submerged in Metro Manila. Several roads downtown also being submerged. Not only there, but also in some of the more rural areas. We're talking about the threat of mudslides, rapid river level rises here as well. And this is all thanks to a combination of a tropical wave coming in from the east, and we have that monsoonal flow from the southwest. Get that in a second, but also want to remember, you've seen some of those videos there, people trying to drive through these waters. And I always want to stress when we're talking about that, 6 inches can knock somebody off their feet if it's fast moving water. But once we get up to about 12 inches, 12 to 24, this is the type of stuff that can lift a bus you just see in there out of the water and just start to transport it, putting you and whoever else is in that vehicle at danger. So, just some things I always want you to keep in the back of your head. I know we all have to deal with flooding. I know we all have places to go, and sometimes it can be misleading, not to mention murky water. You don't know how deep that is on top of that. All right, let's take a look at that satellite picture, though. Here's our tropical wave. Actually, a little bit of a rotation trying to get picked up here just off of the northwest of region 1. You can see it here on water vapor imagery. Here's all that afternoon convection flaring up down towards the south, but look just off of northwestern Luzon. There's a bit of rotation, and within that burst of convection right in there, that is one of the catalysts for that additional precipitation we've seen here in Metro Manila being indicated there on the darker reds as well, and that's just helping to fuel up this. I do expect that to continue to track northwest and continue to intensify as we go ahead over the next 24 to 72 hours. This is those rainfall accumulation totals I was talking about in Metro Manila. Look at the Science Garden there in the orange, kicking up. So you can get a whole idea of what I'm talking about. Another look at that satellite picture with that big burst of convection over Manila, that inflow coming in from the southwest. The combination of both of these continuing to kick up those showers. Let's talk about our forecast here as we look ahead. Well, this is the big deal. There's that low pressure area I just mentioned developing northwest of Luzon. It starts to pull off towards Hainan, southern areas of China. Hong Kong's going to be getting just right in on this. I do expect Hong Kong to kind of get whapped with some tropical storm strength conditions by the time we go ahead through midweek, while a lot of that heavier precipitation shifts from places like Mindoro, Palawan, off towards Metro Manila, and really, if you're talking about Pangasinan, Subic, definitely by Monday to Tuesday, you're going to see that increase in showers. But hopefully, once the winds kind of shift in from the south, that's going to help cause a lot of that flow to pull offshore, and more so, you just see those local afternoon showers into the forecast. But you see here through Monday to Tuesday, the heavier the precip right along the coastal areas here. But a lot of this, once those winds shift in from the south, gets pulled back towards the west. So yeah, floodwater still being the bigger issue here. And one thing I just want to continue to stress, don't underestimate, it's not going to be so much the winds in the Philippines. It's all about that inflow of that water potential. And you can see that here in our forecasts. Cagayan de Oro, more rain in your forecast. Cebu at 28, thunderstorms there. Rojas at 28. As we look back towards Metro Manila, 28 as well. And then we take a look into the Cagayan Valley, 31. Even in northern areas, we're going to look at 32 degrees on top of it. A little bit cooler elevations thanks to the increased cloud cover out here as well. All right, taking a look at Hong Kong, by the way. Here's that low pressure center. It looks like we probably could get a tropical storm trying to develop by Tuesday into Wednesday out near Hainan, but this will put you in Hong Kong right on the right side of this. This would be one of those lopsided systems what we typically see with a monsoonal gyre type of setup that would really just try to pull in that moisture and really kick it up there for the Hong Kong area, just because you're on the right. Now, if that does drift further east or further west, could change things up here. But for sure, Monday, Tuesday, and a Wednesday, healthy increase in total precipitation here, especially through midweek for that metro area. I also do want to take a look excuse me, at the thunderstorm threat there for the west coast of the Philippines. That's another thing I really want to stress here, is just where that heavier the precipitation is going to be on Saturday. And then over towards Sunday, of course, the mountains there on the west coast. Wow. the overall precipitation continues to pull offshore with that area of low pressure pushing out into southeastern China. This is the SpaghettiOs. Of course, you all like seeing those, and I always put those in at the end of every update to give you an idea of what the confidence is. And of course, confidence is high with this area developing and pushing towards the northwest right there. But I'm also continuing to keep an eye on the Mariana Islands for potential development. Watch this right here. This is by next Wednesday through Friday. Something popping out there. Maybe tracking towards the west, towards the southern Japanese islands. Want to keep an eye on that too. If that does happen, you know, this wouldn't be a problem just for them, but also probably would help kick up another habagata or enhanced monsoonal flow down here towards the Philippines. So you might look at that and go, all right, we're good, but no, it really could have this influence yet again. So a few things to talk about here, and more rain still in the forecast throughout the rest of the weekend and to the early part of next week with our next possible tropical storm. I'm meteorologist Robert Bennett. As always, stay safe out there.